Hello guys, I'm back with another video. Okay, I lit this candle because I got this cool candle holder. But I'm kind of scared my hair is gonna light on fire if I leave it there. So, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. I'm kind of worried my hair is gonna light on fire. And so I might just... Okay. It still looks cool. You can just sit in the back and look cool. But today we are picking our October TBR, my favorite month of the whole year. I was trying to wait because I wanted to open my Dark End book box that I bought, but I don't really know when it's coming. So I was like, I'm not gonna wait because I want to know what books I'm gonna read this month and pick them out. So we'll just unbox that in a different video, but I will be filming it because I'm so excited about it. I have some iced coffee, even though it's cold enough I can wear sweaters now, because I think cold drinks are for every time of the year. That's just my preference, and unless it's like a tea. But I think we'll pick 10 because I did finish my TBR from last month. I'm really proud of myself. But if we start getting towards the end, we've picked like 8 and they're tending to be bigger books, we'll maybe just leave it at 8. But if they're like decent sized books, then we'll go to 10. But if they're like Jane Eyre size, then we'll just leave it at 8. So this is one of my favorite videos to film, and I'm very excited. Hopefully we don't get the same ones. A book that has become a TV or a movie, a TV show or a movie. Well, Jane Eyre is a movie, I think. Wuthering Heights, they're making a movie, but it looks kind of awful. The Wuthering Heights movie they're trying to make, it doesn't, people say it's not book accurate, so therefore I don't think I will like it. I like things to be accurate to the book. But oh, wait a minute, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, that is a movie, isn't it? That is a very old movie. I have wanted to read this one. I think we'll pick this one because I have wanted to read The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. I just knocked my coffee over, but this cup is so great that it didn't even spill. So that is another reason why I love this cup. It's pretty spill proof. I think this one will be a good pick. I also wanted to read this one this fall. I have never seen the movie, so maybe when I finish it, we'll have to go watch it. I think it's the oldest in color movie because it's like 1948 or 38. But that's a good one. That's why I like this. It sort of pushes me to pick up books that I sort of don't think about sometimes. Oh, we've got that one again. Maybe I need to write more. Or, well, there's a lot in here. I just keep somehow grabbing the same ones. A book with a person's name in the title. I think we got that one last time too. There's so many in here. I don't know how I'm getting the same ones over and over again. A book part of a series. Okay, I think I spelled series wrong. But that's a good one. And I think I know which one I want to do. And that is, I did reorganize the TBR shelf alphabetically. So it might look a little different. But I think I'm going to do Eldest by Christopher Paolini. This is the second book in the Eragon, or it's called The Inheritance Cycle, I believe. And I don't know, I feel like I'm in the mood for just a nice, easy fantasy. And those, even though they're a little thick, they're pretty easy for me to read. Okay, next. We're kind of leaning towards the bigger side so far, so maybe we'll try an author you've never read before. Well, that's a lot of these, so I could pick so many. I could pick A Room with a View, the Iliad or the Odyssey. Well, I picked the Iliad. The Old Man and the Sea. I mean, so many of these I've never read by these authors. I kind of think A Room with a View is one that I want to try. By E.M. Forster, who I've never read before. I think we'll do this one. The font's kind of small, but I think this will be a good, interesting to see if I like it, because I've never read this author before. I believe it's, what does E.M. Forster stand for? Emily, perhaps? No, it stands for Edward, so it's a guy. I thought it was a girl, but never read that before, and I think that'll be something interesting to try. A book you'll think you'll love. Okay, I know which one I'm picking. C.S. Lewis's Till We Have Bases. This is a retelling of the myth of Cupid and Psyche, and I did learn how to say that right. And I am really into the mythology right now, and I love C.S. Lewis, so this is like perfect, and I've wanted to read that ever since I got it like a week ago. So that is definitely one I will get to this month. A banned book. Well, I don't think To Kill a Mockingbird's a banned book. Is it? Well, I think we'll maybe do Animal Farm by George Orwell, because this isn't banned in the United States nationally, but it's banned in other countries, so that technically counts. And also, this is a good way to see if I'm ready to commit to reading 1984, because this edition, it's very small, so I think it's good to know if I like his writing before committing to reading that. But this is definitely something that sort of style and genre don't dabble in too often, so I hope I like it. And I feel like that's the only book that could work for this prompt. Like, what the heck? A book you're intimidated by. How many have we picked? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're halfway. A book I am intimidated by. Well, that could be a couple. I also want to get some nonfiction onto the TBR because I really liked the nonfiction I read. But a book I'm intimidated by, oh no, The Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky. This is one I rebound myself. My first little rebinding project, it turned out okay. But this book is scary. I mean, the font is very small and it is a larger book. But I guess we'll see if I like his writing. I also think this is like one of his most complex books, so probably not the best place to start, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. Okay. Next. A book set in the future. Ooh, that's fun. I literally don't think I have any though, because all of my books are classics, or none of them are like set in the future. Is 1984 set in the future, or is it set in 1984? I don't think this one will work because I don't think any of my books have a setting that's futuristic, so we'll have to skip that one. Next, book with a green cover. I kind of got lazy when writing that prompt, so that's why that's so lame. Oh, but we could do this one of the junior classics. This one is sort of like a minty color, like a mix between blue and green. Like, I don't think this is so cerulean, but this is pretty green looking. I mean, that looks pretty green. I think that could work. But Stories of Wonder and Magic, so that's fun. I think we're still gonna go do with 10, because even if I don't read them all, I have them all like on my prominent TBR. So we shall do that. I'm not even gonna read the ones if I get the ones I've had before. This one's funny. I tried to make them all the same length at first, so it's like a play, and then the rest is blank. You probably can't read that, but a play. Yes, that is very fun. I think all my playbooks are at the very top. So let me get down the options that we have. I have 3 collections of plays. The first one is Shakespeare plays. Then we have Greek plays in modern translation. And then we have Christopher Marlowe and Shakespeare. I feel like I might do, since we're already doing like a Greek retelling, I think I won't do the Greek ones. And then this one is like 2 different playwrights, so instead of just Shakespeare, so I think we'll do this one. The books are looking a little chunky, but I think we're just gonna still do 10, even though some of the books are a little thicker. just so I have lots of different options. So let's try and get a nonfiction onto the TBR. A book with a one-word title. Well, I think the only one is Evelina, because the Jane Austens are Mansfield Park and Persuasion. Persuasion's one. So we could either do Persuasion by Jane Austen or Evelina by Fanny Burney. Well, I read a Jane Austen last month, and I want to try this one, so we'll do Evelina. Last one. Okay, this is very subjective, but a book with a beautiful cover. Wait, did we have this one last time? I don't remember, but I think it's fun, so we shall do it again. I'm gonna try and pick something smaller, just because, you know, we have some larger books. So I'm thinking either we could do a nonfiction and do Clockwork Universe, because I really like this cover. It's very fun and smart looking. And then we also have A Rose in Bloom, which I think is a very beautiful cover as well. What other covers do I think are pretty? No. So we really got to pick between, I don't know why I'm doing this weird accent occasionally. There are some big words on the back of this. We could do Clockwork Universe, which is about Isaac Newton, the Royal Society, and the birth of the modern world, which sounds very interesting. Or we could do A Rose in Bloom, which is a sequel to Eight Cousins. I think we should do the Clockwork Universe. I want to get some non-fiction on here. And we also, Evelina is sort of like similar style to A Rose in Bloom. Or like just like the whole premise of it. So we don't want similar stuff. We want to get some variety. So we shall be doing the Clockwork Universe. Okay. There are so many prompts on the ground because I just was not even reading out loud the ones we'd already had. Perhaps I need to come up with some more creative ones. But let us review our TBR. Oops, they fell for the month. We have The Wonderful Wizard of Oz and the Marvelous Land of Oz by L. Frank Baum, which is a story that I am very excited for, and I will watch the movie if I like it. And this one was for the prompt, a book that is turned into a TV show or a movie. Then we have Eldest by Christopher Paolini, and this was for the prompt, continuation of a series. Then we have one that is E.M. Forster's A Room with a View, which was for the prompt, a book by an author you've never read before. Till We Have Faces by C.S. Lewis for the prompt, a book you think you'll love. Animal Farm by George Orwell for the prompt, a banned book. And then the new Junior Classics, Stories of Wonder and Magic by various authors for the prompt, a book with a green cover. The Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky for the prompt, a book you're intimidated by. A Marlowe and Shakespeare collection of plays by the prompt, a play. That was the whole prompt. And then a book with a one-word title was Evelina, and a book with a pretty cover was Clockwork Universe by Edward Dolnick, and then Evelina's by Fanny Burney. Okay, I feel like this is a good TBR because we've got nonfiction, sort of like dystopian, a retelling, a like social satire, a fantasy. I guess The Wizard of Oz is sort of a fantasy too. What is this style of book called? Like the Jane Austens, that sort of just slow timepieces. What are they called? Because this is similar to Jane Austen. I don't know what those are called, but we have some of that. We've got plays and a book that I think is going to be confusing, but I'm going to try nonetheless. And then just some quick short stories that are about wonder and magic. So I think we've got a really good mix of genres here, so I have lots of options, so don't get bored with anything. But I think this is a great TBR for October. I'm so excited for October. And we kind of have a fall theme, I feel, going on. We've got a couple of red books on here. Like, this screams fall to me. It looks like fall. This one is red, but I have another book like this that The Last of the Mohicans, it's the same cover. Because they're part of a set. This one is red and maroon because I picked that color. This one is red and fallish. This has red on it. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know. Anything that I see, I'm going to connect to fall somehow because I'm that excited. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys are all doing well. If I do get my Darkened book box in the next 2 days, I will just add future me unboxing it onto this clip. But thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great reading month in October, and goodbye.